Well, hi, everybody. I see that we're live. Kit just stepped out, and so we're going to wait for some people to come in. We'll chat a little bit. We'll do some reading, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Um, and we're so lucky to have Kit on today, and I can't wait till we get to doing some readings and questions and all of that. So let's propagate everything. I know the Psychicfixes has been a little disjointed in the shows that are coming on. Everybody's busy and they're all doing all kinds of things. And so we will get, we're getting more people coming in to do shows and things like that. So be more consistent soon. So you guys, if you won a prize on the trivia show, which was so much fun to do, gave a lot of stuff away. I've got two people that haven't, at least I can't find a message or an email from them. So I do need you to contact me, psychicfixes at Gmail or a PM on Facebook, so I can send your prize to you. So please get back with me on that. So I've got two more prizes to send out. I send everybody a photo that won a photo of the tracking. And that was a lot of fun. Kit and I were just talking about how fun it was to do the trivia show. Start off the Halloween season a little bit here. And I love giving stuff away. We're going to give something away next month, as well as we're going to make a wish come true for one of our viewers. Hi, Kit.
Hello. Hi, Patty. How are you tonight?
So
I can't click on her and put her up on the thing.
Oh,
You can't do that. Yes, her nickname is Petty because during one of my lives on Thursday night, I said, I can't pronounce your name. I feel really bad. Do you have a nickname that you go by? And it's Petty, Peddy.
Is this the person?
Yes.
Okay, great. I was like, okay, where am I at? So We'll get some people in here. So, gee, I do have like something I got to do. I think I'm going to do a really late night. And I know you're late night right now, Kit, but I'm going to do a late night, like little seancey thing here at my desk, because I'm going to tell you, we tore apart one of the rooms in the house and as a guest room, and we redid everything, and we took all the furniture out and bought new furniture and put it all in. And my son came over and stayed in there. And I tell you guys, I've got, a haunted house. Well, what happened was, the next day he goes, I got woken up, and I was like, uh-oh. I knew it was coming. And he said, so there was something that fell in my room when I was sleeping, woke me up. I heard it and it fell, bam, but nothing fell. And this is what we've had. I kind of rolled my eyes when I talked to my husband about it. I said, when we had that happening all the time, it wasn't like a little thing. He's like, I thought the heavy camera fell and nothing fell. But we would get like giant boxes of books type of thing. And like somebody just let it go, bam. And so we went through that for a long time when this, we had some active spirits in. And I went, oh my goodness, I think by stirring up everything, we took everything out. We gave a lot of stuff away. We refurnished, we painted, new ceiling fans, all the stuff in this room. And now it's got a spirit in it. So I don't know what we're going to do.
What happened is you probably disturbed a spirit that was very happy in that room.
Probably. And so, well, nobody stayed there too much, but my son would stay when he'd come over. So anyway, I thought I might go at night and set up in that room and put all my ghost equipment in and see what the heck, if I can connect to something that's in there, because, he's very uncomfortable with it. And I'm like, oh, great. To me, I'm always excited when something moves, something makes a noise or knocks or talks or something. And now I'm like, oh, great. We'll see, what's there. So that'd be kind of fun to do. But I did show you this. I want to show everybody. I collect autographed pictures. And this is one that I've tried to get for quite a while. And it's The Exorcist. And so Linda Blair is here, you see. And she signed it. And the priest Max von, I think it's Saito,
It is.
something like that.
It
and so I got myself an exorcist picture all signed. I love that. 'Tis the season to have that stuff. And hi, Lisa. Hi, Robin. Hi, Carlos. And we were just talking, you guys, about tarot cards. And
Hi, Paul. Hi, Robin. Hi, Lisa.
And Kit, you have some new cards you're going to use, or you haven't used before?
I have a new deck tonight. I have the Halloween Oracle.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's so shiny. Looks like it's got little Halloween things on it. That's neat.
It does. Like the back of my cards, the pictures on the back of my cards.
Oh, yeah.
You see here.
Well, maybe when it comes closer to Halloween, I'll use my Halloween deck, which I just love. That one. We'll use this one. So this one's always kind of fun. I got to remember what like 10 of pumpkins are and 8 of bats and, all these other things they have. But it's always fun. And so, you guys, we do want to do some readings tonight for you guys. Lorraine, hi. My good friend Lorraine is watching. We're good. So, I can look at 3 months and, just know health questions, including pregnancy. And you have to be 18 or older to get a reading. And please don't put anybody's proper name in. So no boyfriend's name or husband's name. Just say person of interest, X, loser, whatever you want to do. We'll connect to that energy. Hi, Marie. How are you? If anybody has not claimed their or not contacted me and you want a prize at the trivia show, would you please private message me or send me an email at psychicfixes@gmail.com, because I still have 2 people that have not let me know where to send their prize. And you have only a week, and then it's forfeited.
There's actually one person, I think, sitting in our inbox on Psychic Fixes waiting some message. I think it has to do with that.
Yeah. Because I did talk, if they're watching now, I did already say this. So I was prompting them to do that. Hi, Dina. That's my niece, Dina. Yes, you can ask questions, just not health, pregnancy. I only look at 3 months, so don't ask me to look at a whole year. No legal stuff, anything like that. We'll tell you. We'll tell you if you need to get another question. So, guys, go for it. Please share the show if you have not followed Psychic Fixes or liked Kit's page or subscribe to YouTube for Psychic Fixes. Please do so. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer, I missed the mail. So your prize is going to go out tomorrow. I went out to the mail and I go, there was all this mail. I go, we get a substitute that comes in early. So, okay, Lisa, I see you got that. As always, we will see what comes up, and sometimes they want to tell you something else. So we will see what we can connect to. So I'm going to connect to her energy right now.
All right, I see these are sticking still really bad. I think I'll just get the tarot cards. My cards are sticking. I still have to play with them a bit.
Yeah.
I can use them maybe Thursday night. I'll just play with them until then.
I'm ready to flip my cards over for Lisa. Things have been so busy. It's October is always the start of the busiest month of the year for me, and then it just keeps going. You know what I have for you, Lisa? And I took an extra card for you. I have a magician card that comes down for you. So being able to be super creative, maybe make products, do all kinds of stuff. So this is you. This represents you forever, that you can just be super creative, make things and great ideas. I love it. I get this energy crossing over you of family or a reason to celebrate. I get a really good happily ever after good family relationship energy. It tells me in the future for you to face your fears, have that strength and face your fears. And the past position is a star card that just said, have a positive attitude. No matter what happens, hang in there. Great things are coming for you. So the first card is the Knight of Swords, which means just kind of slow things down. And any decision or anything that you have to do, don't be reactive and take longer to make decisions. Okay. Just a little bit slowing down. I get that you're super responsible. So let's put that little sticker right there on your forehead. It does show me that you're ready to move away from something. Like if you have something built up, you are ready to go on to your future. So the big positive card that we have is good news of money. Okay, so the promise and the information coming, that good news is coming. I do have you going on a brand new path. Okay, use your intuition always when you are going on a new path, but I feel good news of money and you're on your way. I do get a travel card for you, just to let you know. I feel like going somewhere, and I feel like everything's connected also to uh, the last card of working to make money. So, as far as will you get your approval letter, I would have liked to see a real big, strong card out here, but I do have this change for you, a new beginning, and good news of money. So that's what came in.
My cards came out. I have 7 of water and 8 of water. They are confirming what Debbie said. The 7 of water is saying that you have a complex decision that you need to make. There's something that you really need to focus on doing and coming to that decision. The 8 of water says that you do have a desire to move on, whether it be in your job or actually physically moving to another location is what that card is indicating. The Queen of Earth is telling you to make time for those that are around you and yourself. It's very important to take time every day for just yourself. It helps with your mental, physical, emotional well-being. That's what I have received. I did not get an answer about your approval letter. I'm really sorry.
Okay. Marie has a question, but she also had this. Debbie, do you see orbs? My brother has them inside, outside, and sees different spirits at his house. When I used to be way over there in another part and I would film, you could go back to the videos. There's things flying all around. And over here, occasionally you have things flying around. But I did redo the whole office. Now, please be a skeptic when any of you guys see orbs. Be a skeptic. Is there a reflection? Is there a mirror around? Are you wearing anything sparkly? So we have to look at that first, okay? And then when you know there's nothing happening, then there you go. We all know that there's energy and lights of energy that come around, that there's no explanation. There was no dust. I have in my office, my vents closed, so we don't get dust in. So if we see an orb, we see an orb. But yes, they're known to come in and, be spirits and hang around and all of that. But spirits come in many different, ways. So outside, you have to be careful if it's got a dew, you have dew out there, if it's a little wet, you take a picture and you can get a million orbs because of the dew in the air. So, but if he sees spirits at his house, he sees spirits. And so it's all about when you can see them to communicate with them. And I had to learn how to do it. They were coming in and telling me everything. After my near-death experience, whoa, I could getting it all. Sentences, feelings, everything. But I wanted to communicate further, so I took up tarot. And that's where I can do and see the whole stories. Kit, did you have anything to tell her about the orbs?
I will reiterate the thing about orbs. A lot of people, especially when you're using a camera, whether it's an actual camera, your phone, you will pick up different things that end up being orbs. If you're physically seeing them with your eye, again, make sure the sun isn't prisming off of something. You know, so even though some of us that wear glasses can shoot orbs because of the way the sunlight hits it, the way a lamp hits it, different things like that. But if he's seeing different spirits in his house, is he hearing them also? I'm curious to know. Because I always hear mine before I see them. They always talk to me before I actually get to see them.
Oh, if I'm sleeping and I roll over, you know, they'll be like right there looking at me. Nobody says anything because I yelled at them once. I need to sleep.
That doesn't happen. Mine's during while I'm awake, and
I think every night
when I'm trying to sleep. That happened to me once. But it was only because I woke up and I found I was living with a friend of mine, and I just happened to turn over and I opened up my eyes and there was a guy standing at the end of the bed. And I knew that my friend and his son were working because they were bartenders. Oh. So I just like went underneath the covers, and I was really shocked because the dog didn't bark. He had a great big German Shepherd and the dog didn't bark. So I'm like, I'm just seeing a spirit. So I tell him about it, and he tells me, well, the guy that had the house before him committed suicide in that room. That I was like, well, thank you for that. I appreciate you giving me that bedroom.
Let's get the moving boxes.
No. I'm like, he goes, yeah, but you're into all that hocus pocus. And I'm like, it's not hocus pocus crap. Just, he goes, I don't know what to call it. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
I know that in my nieces moved in, my sister bought a house, and my niece bedroom, and one day she saw this teenage guy like on her bunk bed, and saw him a couple times, and then they went asking around and said, oh yeah, he committed suicide in the house, in that room. So like, but I think eventually he went away. So Marie, let me tell you what I have for you. You have this message of, of hanging in there, no matter what happens, things will get better. Just try to connect to God and to manifest and all of that, and try to have a good positive attitude. Okay, this comes down for you. I see that you're thinking about your future and you have some good news that's going to be coming in. I think you've been manifesting because the past has the Knight of Cups of dreaming big ideas and manifesting things in. As far as moving to Florida, I think you need to be talking to people about this and trying to find out, more information about doing this. Do you really want to do it? How are you going to do it? I do see that you are going to have a total change in lifestyle. So you are going to have a big change in your life. And I also feel like there may be like a possible career offer coming in for you. I'm going to tell you, though, when I ask about Florida or building this house, I get heartache. So to me, this isn't the positive card that I need, that it's going to be Florida and it's going to happen. I do see involved here a very strong opinionated male. But you're hardworking. You put a lot of hard work and effort to your success. So I feel like this is going to help you make this big change, but I don't have the positive card saying it's going to be building the house and connected to Florida. Okay. So, because you were putting two things in there, you might go to Florida and move into a house, but I'm getting the heartache, so I don't really feel like you get everything.
I have gotten the 3 of Earth, the 7 of Earth, and the Ace of Air. Your 3 of Earth is saying the power of creativity. That goes hand in hand with Debbie with the manifesting. Manifest, whatever it is that you want and you need. Debbie has a really good book you can get on manifesting. It is so easy and simple to use. I absolutely love, aim because I'm used to being on your side, but I love this book. Very easy to use. Get it. Comes in 2 different formats. You can get the hard copy like I have, or you can get it downloaded onto your tablet, Kindle, what have you. The 7 of Earth is saying that there is a temporary pause in your action. So it is saying that there is that pause in you going to move. Something's going to come up and you're not going to be able to do it. But the 7 of Earth also says you have unnecessary worry and you need to let that go. It's keeping you up at night, so try to let that go. The Ace of Air, you're going to realize sooner or later, because it's seeing the truth in a situation, so you're going to realize it's really not feasible for you to actually move at this time. That's all that means. Doesn't mean that you're not ever going to move. That could happen down the line. Again, manifest it. But at this moment, it's just not going to happen. Sorry, I have a cat walking in here.
Oh.
Drinking out of the dog's bowl.
Why not?
He does every night. And then he goes like this in her dog food. He doesn't eat it. My older cat used to eat it, but he doesn't eat it.
Jennifer, a message. You know, I'm going to pick you because you have diamonds there and I'm a Libra. Shiny things. Some of the people from across the pond say I'm a magpie because I guess they like to collect the shiny bubbles.
Oh.
I think I'm ready. Jennifer, the card that comes down for you is that journey, move, ready to go. Somewhat thinking about, I want to go somewhere, I want to get out, I want to go on a trip, whatever. I do have you having this energy crossing you of thinking about leaving something that you have done. Like something's built up, you're ready to go in a different direction. But I got to tell you, for the future, I do get a sadness card. I feel like a sense of loss. Now, in the past position, it shows me the talent card. And I love that. This is where you get a lot of emotional joy and success from something you do well. And when I usually get a talent card, first or fourth like this, I'm usually talking to someone who's super creative, maybe a fine artist, or even a successful actor, celebrity. So I really get the strong talent for you. It shows me you remembering, and I don't have a timing on this, but it will be fond memories of the past in having something in remembrance. I do get connected to a father type of energy, a King of Cups, very kind, devoted, and loyal male. Maybe he liked to be around water, something like that. So I do have this male here. It does show me that you will have a positive change and great things that have come for you. But we have to get through this change and know it's positive. I do get the manifesting card for you. So I think you should manifest, dreaming big dreams, and manifest what you want in using the law of attraction. And when you do that, it shows me that your ships are going to come in. Whatever you put out, it's going to come back into you. And I do end here with good news of money. So that's always a good one to end on.
That is. I have 2 of air, 10 of fire, 10 of air, and ace of fire. The 2 of air is saying that there is something you're not willing to deal with, that you do actually need to deal with in order to move on from your current situation. The 10 of fire says that you need to accept help from other people. I know a lot of times we don't want to actually accept help from other people. We'd rather just do it on our own, not say anything. But there is somebody who wants to help you, and it is in correlation with that decision that you need to make that you keep putting off. There is somebody in your life who can help you make that decision, okay? Because the 10 of air is saying once you do that, because this is how the cards are coming out, once you do that, it's an end to that difficult situation that you happen to be experiencing right now. Your ace of fire, you're ending on a beautiful card. It's an exciting new opportunity in your life, whether it be an advancement in your job or what have you, but it's a very exciting card. It's new opportunities coming your way.
Thank you, Kit.
You're welcome.
Sarah. Hi, Sarah. It says, hi, Debbie. You read my cards at one time and said that I would be receiving money somehow. Well, you were right. And I know exactly the card that can have inheritance or some kind of money that's rightfully yours. And then you were informed that you were in a will. That's great. I mean, I'm sorry somebody passed, but that you benefited was that they thought of you was wonderful. Now you have something else. Your dog of 14 years passed 2 days ago. She and I were very bonded. Do dogs have spirits? Yes, that stay around. Absolutely.
They do.
Yes.
All
yes,
animals
yes, yes.
do.
And I have done readings on animals, which I didn't know I could do. And it was, and one had to do with Halloween, which is funny. And because the dog kept saying all kinds of things. And at the end was, trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat. And so I go, I asked the person, I get trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat after hitting all these milestones this dog had that resonated with her. I get trick or treat. I said, did you maybe dress the dog up because I've got something with Halloween? I would never do that. And then I said, well, all I can say is this dog is telling me it's very important to know that they're telling you about Halloween. And that's when she sat back and she says, oh my goodness, the dog got sick and did pass away on Halloween on October 31st. Oh. And so I go, okay. But I remember the first seance I ever went to. I was like pretty scared, Kit. I was like, my boyfriend was over here. And I mean, I was like down like this because people were seeing stuff and the wind was whipping around in that building. And then
I would have been so happy.
Something tugged. I was a teenager. Something tugged at my pant leg, and I'm like, something just got is at my pant leg, and they said, "Oh, look at the dog!" And the dog's running around. So absolutely, the dogs will come in, and a lot of times they're very loyal. They'll hang out, but they might just come in if called by you or by a psychic to connect or communicate. I have a lot of people that I'm friends with that are pet psychics, and that's what they did. The funniest thing, Kit, I think ever was I love that you can connect them to them after they pass, but you can talk to them when they're with you. And this one wonderful pet psychic was at a like a dog event, where they're judging the dogs and stuff. I don't even know what that's called. And she looked at this dog and she told the guy, "Your dog's really kind of pissed off at you because you didn't give you a bite of the cheeseburger from McDonald's." And he just said, "What?" He says, "I never go to McDonald's and I never eat the junk food until today."
That's got to be priceless. I'm sorry. That's got to be priceless.
Yeah, he bought a cheeseburger and wouldn't let the dog have it. And they're on their way to this show, and the lady pulled that right out. "Dog's pissed off at you. You did not share that cheeseburger." And she said from McDonald's, and it was McDonald's. So I thought that was so funny. So they're like any other spirit. Call them to come in, talk to them. And I have things happen all the time when things move and everything. And so don't be surprised if something tugs at your clothing or something, or if you feel warm or something like that. Kit, do you have any words for that, for Sarah?
Our German Shepherd got sick last year. She was 13 and a half.
Wow.
And she just wasn't right one day. I mean, she'd been, 13 and a half. Wow, that's a long time for a German Shepherd. She'd been going downhill a little bit, she had cataracts really bad and stuff like that. So she wasn't seeing, and I wasn't letting her go down the stairs. But she ended up, it was one day I woke up and she just wasn't right. And made the appointment to take her to the vet. And had to take her to the vet. And my fiance ended up in the hospital and couldn't take her to the vet. And it was his dog. She was already 7 by the time we got together. Thankfully, my daughter came up. She took, because there was no way I would have gotten to the vet on my own. So she took us, and he said I could give her medication, because she was like really super anxious. So I can give her medication, and it will keep her calm, but she's never going to be the same. He said, in my honest opinion, and he'd been taking care of the dog since it was a puppy, it was her vet. He said, the best thing to do would be to put her down. I lost it. I just was like, that dog is my heart and soul. I didn't want to put her down. But we did. And I did ask the dog. I said, Sina, if this is the right thing that I'm doing, let me know by never coming to see me. I know that sounds bad, but it was just, if she was at peace and I made the right decision for her, don't come back. I've never seen the dog since. And it's been over a year.
Wow. But we always...
my old cat, on the other hand, he passed away in June, and he was very, very vocal. I had this great big, huge 30-pound silver American tabby, and they're talkers. And I have friends over in England who tell me that their tabbies, and their tabbies are very, very vocal. They're very grumpy and grouchy. My cat never stopped talking. I see him all the time. I hear him all the time. I see him all the time. And I'm just like, I don't know what you're doing there, bud, but you need to just cross on over and go see my dad.
The cat that I connected to, it was funny because the dogs were saying like worm, bird, trick or treat. And the cat was like, "So let me tell you about this. She was telling me to get off the couch all the time." Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, they talk in sentences.
Yeah, cats will do that. They're awesome.
And was the cat that I was connected to was funny, sarcastic, and gave it back to the owner. And I just said what the cat was saying, and it was hilarious. It was so funny. But yes, Sarah, yes, your dog will be there. Just talk to the dog. You can, ask for a sign. This is the one thing I do all the time. I go, okay, spirit, if you want me, whatever, then give me a sign. And then poof, there it is.
Yeah.
And that's part of communication and being guided by the other side. So, and you'll get a little warm nuzzle, or you'll get a little pull at the pants, or some kind of snuggle little pressure.
Whatever the dog did, like in real life, say the dog had a habit of like nudging your elbow all the time, you will feel that nudge on your elbow or your knee or something like that. You'll feel it and you'll know that that's your dog's spirit.
That's sweet. Carlos asked a question about his gifts. Let me see. Let me take a look at that and see what's going on. I know, Carlos, for me, it was certain things happening, like a big birthday. So I've had a lot of those, a significant birthday, or something happening that when things came in. So let me ask where you're at.
I already know Carlos, and I've already done readings. So I can I'm not pulling cards for him tonight because I already know where he's at.
You've already told him?
Yes.
Okay. It's been a while since I've told him. Thank you, Marie. My hair looks like pebbles. I am telling you, before the show, I really don't care about my hair. And I was thinking, but I get fan mail. I get messages all the time about my hair and my lipstick. And they either say, oh, you look so great with your hair down. You haven't seen it there.
You did. Last Tuesday. You looked absolutely freaking adorable.
Oh, well, it's one of the things I just don't even, think about. I just like, this is me, guys. This is me. So, but anyway, that's funny. I always call it my pebbles look. So that you're right on.
I can't get my hair up that high. Well, I could, but then I'd end up with a headache.
Well, yeah, that used to be a problem where my whole scalp would hurt, but now it's a little loose, so I don't care. It works.
But I have a lot that I'd have to get up there. So
you do. As I get older, there's less. It's just long. But anyway, that's just me, guys. I'm like everybody else. Like if you could be my neighbor, and I'll just go, okay, you ready to go? Let's go thrifting. Let's go to the store. I really blew a lot of money on myself the other day. I decided I was going to buy clothes because it's been 2 years. Okay, 5.
Everybody needs that every now and then.
And then I went again today.
Carlos, you are very welcome. I'm there your gifts are getting stronger because I keep telling you, you need to work at it. Keep doing those readings that you are doing. Okay? Just keep doing it. Because the more you do it, the more you'll get comfortable doing it, the more your intuition builds. Okay?
Okay, Carlos. I agree with Kit that you still have something coming ahead that will come up, but I have some stuff to tell you. A couple little warnings here. First card that comes down for you is somebody who gets a lot of information, lots of advice. That's that counseling card of getting advice and to make decisions or whatever. I feel that you are gaining in strength. Face your fears always, okay? But I have a little negative energy that will be coming at you. So counteract that. You know how to do it. I do want to tell you, and that'll be in the future. In the past, we had a trust issue happening. So I feel like this is big. When we worry too much, which I have that here for you, ultimate outcome card is more worry than you need to. And when we have emotions and when we have drama, that tends to take away from and just be very distracting when you have psychic ability and intuition. So you need to calm your world down. I get you working well with people, so I feel like you are learning things that you need to do. I think that you love that you have this great intuition, but love is also something that's big in the forefront also that you're thinking about. All of this stuff ends up being a lot and a lot to carry, a lot of extra responsibility. So after you can get some of that off, then I feel like it's going to jump up a bit. Okay. I feel like not only is that going to be really strong, we're going to get more connected to having some kind of success in the home. So I feel like this energy is going to bump you up in more ways than intuition. But your ultimate outcome card is too much worry. So get rid of the drama. Start using the things like from Protective Magic, my book on securing your home and the energy around you. Okay. Clear everything, clear yourself, get negative energy out, stop worrying about things so that you can let that intuition come in, because it's showing me like, you got so much going on. It's so hard to set and focus of what you need. So you guys see me do readings and stuff. I connect and then I do it. I'm connected this whole time. I start by clearing everything before the show, and then I can go in and easily connect and get the information. So just get the little chatter out, Carlos, okay? The chatter needs to go. We calm everything down and then work on your psychic ability. Okay, so that's what I have for you. All right. Okay. I got to go down to new comments because I'm kind of way up high there. Let's see. And there you go. There's a thank you from Carlos.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Hi. So Reaper, Texas was a winner at our trivia contest. And that was a lot of fun. And I've already sent your stuff out to you. So I would love to do a reading for you. Thank you for being here on YouTube. Okay. I just lost a bunch of cards flew out. Whee!
Did you see what happened to me about 3 weeks ago on one of my lives?
Oh, I didn't watch it. Didn't watch any.
I'm doing tarots like this. One of the cards goes absolutely flying. You can ask Carlos was in my live. I'm not sure how many of the other people here were in my live. One of the cards goes flying. I can't find it. So I read the girl from the cards I already have on the desk. It's early in my live. I can't find the card, so I can't use the deck. Thankfully, I always have an oracle deck, and I did feel bad, but everybody the following week, did you ever find the card? And I'm like, it took me 15 minutes. It ended up in a place it never should have ended up.
Oh, wow.
There's no way it could end up over there.
Oh, my goodness. When if I lost a card or something, how I do tarot is I set intentions on all the cards, and some are like duplicates. So I can use it because they'll just bring something that's similar and then we go. But
yeah, my deck is kind of like that also, with a lot of cards that can have the same meaning. But it was just, I didn't know what card it was. What if it was the card?
I was just wondering if it had a meaning to it that, like. Make
what if
sure
it was
she doesn't find this out or something. I don't know.
well, what if it was like the ego card that's in my deck, or the chariot card, or the world, one of those that doesn't have a double in the deck. You know what I mean? So it was like, and people were okay with it because I was able to go on with the oracle cards.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, but that's kind of funny because it's like, did a spirit go place it so you wouldn't find it and use a different deck? Maybe that was the reason.
Well, yeah, it could have been because I was thinking of my other tarot deck, which I really should spend a little more time learning that deck, because I look at it and I'm like, oh, I'm never going to use that deck. But I don't know, because it's similar to the Rider-Waite deck.
I only use one type, and that's I teach it. But I love the Halloween one. But it's very hard for me to go and say, what were the bats and the pumpkins and what's the Halloween candy about, type of thing. But
well, that's what my other tarot deck is like. And instead of having like the cups and the pentacles and all, it has, this one doesn't either. But this one is easy to use. I love this deck. But my other one is like pages, messengers, queens, and kings.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I'm like, yeah, I got to spend a lot more time with the book first. So
go with the flow, because you are so psychic.
I have cheater notes. I wrote myself cheater notes. So it's just 2 pages, not even front and back, of cheater notes.
Oh, that works. I'm going to go ahead and start with Reaper. I'm ready. The first card that comes down for you is a very loving card, the Lover's card. That's romance. Could be making choices in love and romance, but it's a great romantic card. Crossing you in temporary energy is a little bit of a stuck card, not seeing clearly on a smaller decision. So we never want to be stuck. We want to always ask to have clarity, ask our guides, give us clarity so we know what's ahead. I'm going to tell you in the future, I do get the Moon card for you. So the Moon card can be emotional nights, but it really is an oracle card, and it one of psychic ability and maybe communication at night in your dreams with the other side. So note that's coming. You do have a legal card in the past position, the Justice, which just means that you made the right decision. So I get a little bit of good news coming for you and a new path as well. So just let your intuition guide you, or Kit and I can help you as well. I do get a Knight of Swords card. So this is a don't rush card to go ahead and take life a little bit slower, to make sure you don't react to things and just kind of, lay back and think before you say something once in a while, and let things flow a little bit before you make those big decisions. I do get a little bit of confusion and struggle. I don't think it's going to be anything. So just, when we have the confusion and struggle card, again, it's about clarity of what we need to truly see. So keep asking. I want to see clearly. I want to know what's happening and all of that. And I want everything to go smoothly and easily. And I say that a lot when I walk around the house. Everything goes smoothly and easily for me. Everything goes smoothly and easily for me. Yes, that's an affirmation. So we should all learn those and have them like I have posted up. Also, I do feel like if you're waiting for a certain amount of money, there is a wait for it. So if you're waiting to collect enough or whatever, manifest for it to come in, because it looks like it's going to be a while. I also feel like what's going to be coming up for you will be the bigger decisions in life. These are opportunities that come in, but they're the bigger ones. Like, where am I going to live, and what am I going to do, and who am I going to marry, and what, all these big things. So do make sure that when you get to that point and all these opportunities come in, that you take plenty of time, talk to other people, get their opinions, and then you can formulate what your plan of action is. So that's what I have for you.
My cards are very, very similar to what Debbie pulled. I use a different deck than she does. For anybody who isn't familiar, seeing me on Thursday night, I use a different deck. I have the 8 of Air, the 9 of Air, the Queen of Air, and I have the Hermit card. The Air cards are referring to you having to make this decision. Okay. There is this decision that you need to think long and hard about before you make. Okay. The Queen of Air is being objective about where you're going to go with what you need to do. And the Hermit card, don't be afraid of the Hermit card. This was the last card that came up out of the deck. Whoops. Still going to aim wrong. Darn it. The Hermit card was the last one to come up. And that's just working on you. A lot of people, depending on where it comes up in a reading, it can mean that, you tend to keep to yourself, you stay to yourself and whatnot. When it comes up here in this part of the reading, it means you need to work on yourself. When you work on yourself and you're happy with yourself, everything starts to flow a lot more smoothly in your life. Okay. So that's what I came up with. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I'm laughing because Debbie's affirmation, my affirmation is, can I please not walk into a wall today? Can I please not walk into a wall today? Because I have MS. So, and I mean, it looked like my tattoo was colored in. It still has like lots of weird green and brown and black in it because I walked into a wall and I'm like,
oh no, not a good way to make it stand out.
it was Thursday when I had that migraine and wasn't seeing very well. So Thursday was a crappy day for me.
Optical migraines.
Yes.
I did have those once, but there was no pain. And I swear to goodness, I'm telling you that I went to the hospital because why can't I see what's going on? And they're just like, it's optical migraine. And so then anyway, it stopped. I never had another one.
Well, mine just ends up progressing really bad. So I can't see completely out of one eye. And I'm like, I'm blind as a bat to start with.
No, it was like flash bulbs and I could see like lines. I was like, oh my God, I better go to the hospital.
No, it's something I've been dealing with since I was really, really, really little because I've been wearing glasses my whole life. And I need a new pair.
So let me put this up. And I wanted to add something. So when I went to the very end, my Hermit card is about decisions. And I started referencing that, but I didn't have the card, which is funny because you got the card. Yeah. And for me, it means, Reaper, to make sure that you talk to other people. So when these big decisions come, don't go off on it on yourself. You talk to your guides, ask them for help, and then you go to the source. If we were going to do something on a level of a professional person, and we have to make some kind of a legal decision or whatever, then you go to that type of person and get their idea and their opinions. Mm-hmm. So try to get what you can, sit down with it, and then ask the other side, get me the right decision. Because I definitely see you got that coming up. Big ones.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Oh, look at this. Had a lot of fun. That was a lot of, you guys, if you missed a trivia show, you missed out.
Is it still up for replay? Can you still rewatch it?
Oh yeah, it's forever.
It was a ball. I watched. I know Debbie asked me if I wanted to be in the, I was like, no, it's kind of late for me, but here I am tonight. But still, it was just, I just didn't feel like, I actually just didn't feel like getting dressed. And I'm like, I'm not going on camera looking like this. So I watched the live. It's a lot of fun.
That's the difference with you and me. I'd come in on my pajamas. I would. No. I thought of that. I go, I need a real comfy thing and a footstool and a blanket because I don't care.
That was cute. Can you put Wendy up for a second?
The husband and relationship one?
Nope, the last one about.
Oh, the last one. 3 weeks.
Her grandmother passed, and who told you it takes 3 weeks to connect?
We usually, CARLA and I have everybody wait 2 to 3 weeks because it takes that long for CARLA to connect clearly. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some people can come right out, but we always tell people to wait a couple weeks.
Oh, because I'm really curious because I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I know I have to wait 2 weeks, or I have to, and I'm like.
I think it depends on the psychic. you know, and the strength of what, you know, what they went through. Um, I'm used,
But
it
it also
works better
depends
for
on the
me when I'm
deceased
doing
person.
what?
In my opinion, it also depends on the deceased person.
Right. And I feel like what they're doing at that time when they pass. So I don't go, if there's somebody missing, I connect to them right away. Somebody that's deceased and it's a homicide, it always works a lot better a little bit after it, even just hours or a day or whatever. And then I can get the whole story and get through to them. But sometimes it's chaotic when it's a murder. So, but I think there's a lot of variables of how the people that are doing the reading can get that information,
There is.
or you know. So we
There
always say to wait because that's Carla's preference too. But you know, I also feel like to me it's clearer as well.
Well, that's why I said it depends on the deceased person. You know, like you were saying, depends on how they went, but it also depends on the personality of the deceased. If they were like a strong, loud, go get them kind of personality, they'll come right through for a message. So that's why I was just wondering where did she get 3 weeks?
Well, I agree with her that when people pass, a lot of people think that they go to a certain place and they're waiting, they're confused, maybe they're a spirit, maybe they haven't crossed over yet. So when I take the cards, I see if they really did cross over. Are they on the other side, or are they walking around thinking they didn't pass? So there's a lot of things that we look at, and so it's just our preference not
Yeah.
to attempt it until there's time that they know they're on the other side and they're going to connect. So, you know, a lot of people say that they're in a classroom or they're doing whatever. I want to be eating hot fudge sundaes. I'll be at the ice cream parlor, you guys. So if you come back and say Debbie's bringing me strawberry and hot fudge, you'll know. You absolutely know what's going on. That's so funny. Kim says that a commercial for a migraine medicine just came on TV. Yes, that's weird.
She goes, weird. It does. It happens. Yeah. Years ago, they gave me a prescription, and I was like, "Oh, that's going to be great." So I get the prescription. The doctor, and he's like, "You have to take it before you get the migraine." What do you mean?
Or maybe people get an aura. Yeah.
I don't get them every day. That was the part of that medication was you had to take it. And he specified, he goes, you have to take it before you see the aura in your eye.
Yeah, I was going to say
I said, by that time it's too late. He goes, yeah. Oh, I know. I said, that is my signal I'm getting a migraine.
Right. Yeah.
And he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, well, apparently you just don't know what a migraine is. And I walked in the office without the medication because it wasn't going to help me. So why would I take a medication that wasn't going to? It just was like.
I tried to get my husband to do the band. It's a prescription. You put the band like here because he gets them all the time, and you turn it on, and it's funny because it's like the third eye, right? And it puts out some kind of vibration or whatever. And this is a real prescription from the FDA. And he's like, well, let other people be guinea pigs first. And I said, oh, man, I'd do anything. I wear the headbands all over, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I don't know how you do it. Everything. You're so wonderful, Kit. You've got such a great personality, and you're so up, and you've got this positivity. We know, you know, you have those challenges, and boy, just if you ever need some kind of good vibrations or healing, just ask. Let me know. I got a migraine. Okay. Let's put that out there. Let's fix this.
It did because you sent me the message. You're like, oh, just rest, and I hope you feel better. And I did feel better. I felt like crap because I couldn't do my show, and I look forward to my Thursday night shows. I really do. You know, I have like a great group of people that come in on Thursday night. Y'all are great tonight too. I'm not used to Tuesday nights. I think I've only done it once before.
But you know what? We can change the time up. And you can do a show on Tuesdays or anytime you want. If you want me to be with you, I don't have a time schedule, so we could do whatever.
That would be awesome.
Because I know it's
I like
it's
going
late.
live with another person. It is a lot more
It
fun.
is fun.
I keep hoping
Yeah.
I get to go live with Lady T.
You know, her schedule is fluctuating. I saw she was
Yeah.
just on, and I went, "Oh,
Yep.
I missed her." You know,
I think she
I
just
also,
had an opportunity and was able to go live at that moment because she did. She put it up at like the
yeah,
last second and she went live. But she
yeah.
has such a, oh my God, her vibes are just awesome.
Isn't it? Oh my gosh, she's so great. And
I
she
love
so
her.
knows what she's talking about, you know, and I'm just like, oh, I'm in awe of everybody. You know, I have the best people on Psychicfixes, and you are a wonder. You're so right on. And you guys, so Kit, what time is your Thursday show?
7 p.m. on the East Coast.
Okay. So you guys do watch for her, you know, the little ad that comes up saying
I'll
that
do it. I will be
something's
doing it
coming.
tomorrow.
Yeah. And you know, we always have people coming in and doing things, and we'll get back to normal. Now, let's talk just a second about my schedule. I plan on getting a booster shot. I'm hoping on Friday. And I know I'm going to get the same thing I had before, which really didn't impact me too much, except for the second or third day, everything was going like this. So I may or may not be around. But I'm very excited to go forward to get back to normal. So I may be off a little, you know, I may be off, but I may be not on a show. So
I'm
we'll see
always
what
here
happens.
to fill in as long as I feel, you know, all right. Like I said, I usually can keep my migraines at bay. I'm not quite sure what triggered that one. I think it was the fact that I don't sleep and I
Oh my
haven't
gosh.
slept in a couple of days. I have a lot of I have a lot of pain. I have a severe back and neck injury. So that on top of my MS, I have a habit of not sleeping. You know, if I get 2 hours of sleep and I call it a very good night. And I think my band, because I wear that thing on my wrist, it's like a Fitbit, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Only said I got 42 minutes of sleep. And I was like, yay for me.
Oh my gosh.
So it was just a crap day all around.
Oh, well, this is the one thing, and I tell everybody, I tell the practitioners, this is your health, your family, that comes first. And if we don't do a show, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And we're just like everybody else. We have good days, we have some, you know, hardship, and in that, but we're certainly giving our all to come and help you guys out with your, you know, really great advice. All my practitioners, Kit, everybody are the you got the cream of the crop. I wouldn't have anybody on here if I didn't make sure they were validated and they were right on and connected to the other side. So Kit, thank you so much for everything that you do.
You're welcome.
And look forward to you on Thursday. And you guys, please, Kit, what is your in your where to find you is in the description, and tips for everybody's there. All my practitioners have a little tip thing. You could, you know, I won't tell you like $1, $5, whatever. You know, if you get a good reading, let's show it. And so what is the name of your Facebook page?
It is called The Mystic Soul, and you can head on over there. If you want a private reading with me, head on over there, send me a message. I try to tell people to go to The Mystic Soul if they want a reading from me instead of flooding the Psychicfixes page, because a lot of times Debbie gets a lot of messages there, or someone's looking for CARLA because she hasn't been on in a while. So no,
just
it's just
go to everybody's Facebook page and connect to them.
It's just Mystic Soul. It's not Mystic Souls.
Oh, I'll change
You
it.
have to write The Mystic Soul, because if you don't put the
I had
somebody else does. Huh?
I had the, and then I took it off because you said
no, it's The Mystic Soul.
Okay, The Mystic, SOUL, no S.
Right.
Okay, there we go. It is in the description. You just have to click the link. That's what I like best. Is just put it in the.
And you can find me on YouTube. I'm Kit Adams, The Mystic Soul.
There you go. Okay, we're going to say goodnight because it's a little past our time. Thank you guys so much for watching and sharing and all of that. Please like, follow, subscribe, and that's why we're here, to be able to bring other practitioners on, and we need to have an audience. So thank you for being with us.
Please remember, if you hit the follow button, it gives you notification 20 minutes. It gives you notification as soon as we put up, like I put up ahead of time when I'm going to go live. Like tomorrow, I'll put it up for a Thursday night show. You'll get the notification for that. 20 minutes before I go live, you'll get another notification telling you that I'm going live. So you have to hit the follow button though.
Okay.
Thank
All right,
you
you
all.
guys. Good night.